Hello, 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 and welcome to The Conversation with Stevie. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and this is the place where we uncover the why behind what people do. We are smack dab in the midst of our She Soars visual campaign, and we do this campaign. I created it to celebrate phenomenal women within the month of March for Women's History Month, but I think we're going to take it beyond. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see. And so I help Christian women get seen and get paid online and offline, matter of fact. I do that because I believe that wealth is our birthright. And so today we have a She Soars celebrity, somebody I've known for a long time. So I'm super excited to reconnect. Hello, Collier. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dr. Stevie. Thank you so much for having me today. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for being here and for asking how I am. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Okay, sure. My name is Collier Lunn. I describe myself as a copywriter with a passion for words and wanderlust. I help entrepreneurs and companies elevate their brand by shaping their messaging in a way that resonates with their audience.
I love that. And I know from pen to profit, right?
Pen to profit, that's correct.
So what made you get into this field?
So writing has always been a passion of mine, and I started off writing creatively, but professionally I'm also a writer. I'm a proposal manager, so to speak. That has been a profession of mine for a little more than 15 years. And in doing that, I've supported a large number of sales teams for various companies, some Fortune 500 companies, and I have helped those teams successfully win large awards, both commercially and from the government. And so it just seemed like the next natural phase for me. I love creative writing, and copywriting actually allows me to do that. The other side of that as well is that I know a lot of people who don't like writing. And for some people, they know what they want to express, but not how to express it. And words, like I said, are my passion, so I'm always happy to help. It just seems like a natural fit.
Awesome. I love it. And I know that you also have a love for volunteering and nonprofit world and philanthropy. Can you tell us more about this aspect of your work and why it's important to you?
Yes. So as a copywriter, one of the things I committed to early on is I decided that I would dedicate my skill set to nonprofits, at least 1 to 2 each month at absolutely no cost. It's important to me to do those things because oftentimes our nonprofit organizations and various associations are really out here doing good work, and they don't often get the support they need. And a lot of times, even when receiving grant monies from the government or donations, that money is earmarked for specific activities. Marketing tends to be a large budget within corporations, and it's expensive. And so if there's anything I can do with the skill set I have that will allow me to help organizations advance their cause, get out and help more people, or especially raise greater awareness of their organization and what their organization does, I'm more than happy to do that. I absolutely love to operate from a place of service.
I love it. And as someone who works full-time for a nonprofit organization, I definitely understand how beneficial those skill sets you have are to making our work grow, because marketing is key. We have got to market and let people know about what we do with nonprofit organizations.
Yes.
Outside of your professional life, I know that you love poetry, you love classical literature, nature, and travel. How do these interests influence or inspire your approach to copywriting and just being a creative in general?
They actually have a direct impact on how I stay motivated with copywriting. I'm a firm believer, and I think you will hear a lot of writers say this. In order to be a proficient writer, you have to be a voracious or avid reader, and I 100% support that. I absolutely believe that. You find a lot of your inspiration just in reading books that are not necessarily related to your craft. So that's definitely one aspect of it for me. Poetry, I've had a long love of poetry. I write poetry. I still write poetry. I have not performed poetry in a while, but that will always be a passion of mine. And it just forces you to look at things differently, and that's important in copywriting. You need to be able to shift your perspective and not see everything through a single lens, because you're constantly trying to push that creative threshold. And so that will do that for me for sure. Nature, absolutely, because what's not inspiring about nature? And this time of year especially, everything's blooming. The weather is getting nice. You can get outdoors and just, get fresh air and get grounded and just really take all of that in, use the ideas that come, and I create. That's typically what I do. And with travel, one of the things I will say about travel and how travel ties into copywriting for me, I am constantly looking at ads. I'm constantly looking at billboards. I think this is a thing most copywriters do. The magazines that they provide on the airplanes, or, when you stop and you look at different ads, marquees, all of it. I'm analyzing everything. I'm looking at the branding of the stores that are in the airports, and just even when you're traveling to new places, because depending on where you are in the country or in the world, messaging is universal, but there are just certain little nuances that different regions have. So all of that piques my interest and definitely sparks my inspiration.
Awesome. And so where are your favorite places that you've traveled to?
So one of my goals is to actually visit all of the national parks. And I have not, I have quite a few under my belt, actually. I have more than I actually realized. So I love national parks. The recent national park I visited was actually last summer, and it was Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Forest out in California. The Redwood Forest, absolutely stunning, just breathtaking. Those are some of my favorite places. I have not been abroad in a while, but the last place I visited, of course, was the Bahamas. And prior to that, I have visited Germany. I have plans to visit Singapore, and my sisters and I are actually planning a sister's trip to the Maldives.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love everything about that. And how do you stay updated with the latest trends and developments in your field?
So one thing for me in copywriting, it falls under the umbrella of marketing. So I'm actually a member of the American Marketing Association. That's one way I stay on top of trends and get the latest in data. Another way I do that is I actually network with other copywriters to just stay informed and see, what the next thing is. And it's really important to do that because it's right. Copywriting is writing, but it's also, there's an aspect of selling. So that marketing component is really important. And so I always tell people all copywriters are writers, but not all writers are copywriters. And that's really important to note, because copywriting is the art of communicating persuasively in order to achieve an outcome. So whether that be engage new followers or sell a product, whatever that action is that the business wants, copywriters need to be able to communicate effectively in the language of the client. And so for me, in order to make sure I'm on top of that, I like to put myself where others in my field are, and that keeps me with my finger on the pulse.
Awesome. And I want to know, how do you think copywriting is compelling in this day and age, as far as what are some tips you can give people to make sure they have some copy that is compelling?
So one of the top things I would tell people about copywriting in order to make it compelling, number one, know your audience. And that means knowing demographics, psychographics. You want to know your audience intimately, who they are, what they do, where they shop, where they spend time, what's their favorite leisure activity. You want to really get inside the mind of your audience, because once you have that intimate understanding of your audience, you're able to better communicate to them in a way that resonates with them. You have to speak their language. That's the number one tip I would tell anyone.
Yes, I agree. And so now is the time in the show that we get to celebrate you. Yay, we're so excited that you are part of the She Soars campaign. Super excited. I have definitely gotten to see you online for many, many years. You're always such a sweet soul, such a loving person. So I'm super excited to have you. You're welcome. And for people to know more about you, what made you say yes to this opportunity?
To She Soars? Oh, where do I begin? So, like you, we've known each other a long time, and I will say this: if anyone asked me about you, I would just simply say that your energy, your personality, who you are as an individual is it's very endearing. There is such sincerity and authenticity with you, and you genuinely champion for everyone, and I absolutely love that about you. So there is just no way I'm going to support. I'm always here to support you.
Same here. It takes one to know one, because that's how I feel about you as well. And audience, we've been connected since way back on Periscope, so that's been a while, and I definitely feel the same way. So we have to get your contact information and any last words you have before we wrap up today.
I just really want to thank you for this opportunity to be introduced to your audience and just to share a little bit of my story and my passion, my why behind copywriting. I know we're in this AI digital age, but I encourage anyone who may be interested in copywriting to keep the faith, because the human element will always be needed. AI can never replace that.
That's right. AI can never. And any contact information you have, how can people stay connected to you?
Sure. I am on social media as Pen to Profit. That's on Instagram, Facebook. I recently started a TikTok. I can't believe it, but I did. And my website is pentoprofit.net.
Awesome. Yay. We're going to stay connected. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, all the things. Listen, y'all, I want you to go over and connect with Collier, because I remember her scopes. If her TikToks or anything like her scopes, if that energy and love that I know is there is needed in your life, you need to go ahead. And then we all need copy. Copywriters are a blessing, because we all have to write in order to sell online, offline, all the things. So definitely make sure you're connected. Definitely make sure you stay connected. And if you need to connect with me for any reason, just know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii. And since we've talked about profit, the I's in my name stand for increasing income. Yes. You can go to Stevii.com and you can go ahead and get your free gift over there that I have for you to teach you how to increase your visibility, credibility, and cash online. So at the end of everything I do, I love to tell you guys to make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too, have the power to do so. Bye for now.